Hello everyone, this is Rebecca Jane from Yoga with Rebecca Jane, and this is Yoga for Beginners and Seniors. So we're going to have a day of working on doing a few little twists, working on our shoulders, our backs, legs. We're pretty much going to work everything. If you attend some of my classes already, you've probably seen that I have these little yogi balls. They're not yogi balls, they're Pilates balls, actually, very, very soft. Well, you can blow them up hard, but you don't blow them up all the way. I use these quite often because they're very good for strengthening muscles in the arms, the legs, tummies, everything. And then I have weights, a few pound weights, and I use a strap, which you can use, which you can have to have available, some type of strap or scarf. Okay, so today we'll do some feet work, some finger works, and I also want to work our arms as well. So everything. When you come to my classes, we pretty much concentrate on the whole shebang by the time we're finished. Okay, so let's sit up nice and tall. Let's find that tall spine. Make sure there isn't any, you're not leaning up against the back of the chair. If you are and you need to for support, then just make sure your feet are flat on something, whether it's on the ground or on books, if you have to put books underneath your feet. Let's find our tall spine. We'll be concentrating a lot on the core today, which means that we will be building up the muscles from in the core, which is the center of our bodies anyway. We need to keep them strong. Let's sit up nice and tall. Let's just take a few breaths here. You can close the eyes or keep your eyes to the ground, looking down with a soft gaze. Let's just take a few breaths in, feeling the breath. You feel free to put your hands on your tummies in order to feel the breath fill up the lungs. Your tummy is going to expand as you inhale, and as you exhale, draw it in. Let's just do a few of these breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth or the nose. Keep going, a few more breaths. Feel the breath fill up like a balloon with the inhalation, and as you exhale, there's a drawing in through the belly, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Let's do one more set. And let's reach the arms up. Let's inhale. Let's stretch, 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 stretch those arms. And then exhale, float down. I'll sit back a little bit so you can actually see my arms. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, down. This time, inhale, reach your arms up, keep them up, sit up nice and tall. You're going to imagine that you're climbing up a ladder or climbing up a rope, and your right arm lifts and your left arm bends a little bit, and you're stretching over a little bit to the left, and then you're going to switch. Left arm reaches, so you're trying to reach for that thing in the closet, your right arm bends, and then switch. So imagine you're climbing up a ladder or that rope, and you're going from side to side using those muscles in your arms, but also in your back, in your sides. You should be feeling the arms already beginning to work. If you ever need a break, just put your hands down, take a pause, keep the breath moving the whole time. So working these muscles, getting yourself nice and strong, and then let's just take the arms and float them down. You might have felt this in your forearms, and shake them out. Let's do a few little shoulder lifts. Inhale and exhale, drop down. Inhale up, exhale, drop down. Inhale up and exhale, drop down. Now we're going to take the right arm, reach it out to the side, keep yourself tall, and you're just simply going to circle your wrists. Again, if this hurts your arm, you can support it or bring the arm down, but concentrate on the wrists. Let's circle the wrists in the other direction. And then place that right arm down. Let's do the left arm, reach it out, circle the wrists. one of the things that goes for, I don't care how old you are, the wrists, most people have very, very, very weak wrists. Circle in the other direction. Just because what do we do with our wrists, right? We don't do a lot of things. And then let's release down. And let's now take the arms out to the sides. Now this is quite tough because your arms might get tired. Simply try a few and then circle them around, but starting from the shoulders. This time it's not just the wrists, it's the shoulders. Tiny, tiny circles. Point your fingers as if, just like you would point your toes. And you will feel this almost immediately. And you can do like 2 and then take a break and then come back up and do another set. And let's go in the other direction, round and round. Or if you're strong, you can do more. And let's place the arms down. Let's just do a few little, let's give our arms a break for a moment. Let's lean forward as if you're trying to lean and look out the window, lift your chest up and then press back. Pull the belly in and up through the spine and then inhale forward and back. These are called cats and cows. I'll show you from the side what it looks like if you just happen to not know what I'm doing, but these are, you're leaning back, forward and backwards. And when you lean back, your arms straighten. When you lean forward, let the elbows splay open for this time. Inhale back. I think they always do, anyway. And forward, and then back. And one more time, inhale forward, and then let's come up nice and tall. Now we're going to take the arms and reach them up again. Take a breath in, and bend the elbows. And so the elbows and the shoulders are directly in front, okay? Or in line with one another. And I want you to open the arms out to the sides, like as if you're pushing into a wall behind you, and then bring the arms together. And then open. Now you could include the tummy as well, the cat and cow move if you want to. Open the arms, and then exhale, close. Then inhale, open, and exhale, close. Pulling the belly in. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. And inhale, open. This time, open, open, open. Keep the arms open. Spread, straighten the arms. Keep the palms facing forward like scarecrow fingers. Spread, spread, spread. And then bring the arms together. You might be tired by now. It's okay to take a moment for a break. This is supposed to be beginners and seniors, even though it feels like we're advanced. Forward and back. And one more time, forward. And then lower. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. What's nice about this is you could come back to it this multiple times, this video, and each time just add an extra. Each time as you get stronger. That's the beauty of these classes. Inhaling forward now, we're going to do a few little circles to the right. 3 circles to the right. Leaning back and then coming forward. The breath is inhaling all the way, just about halfway, and then exhaling the other half. And round. I thought I'd pick the chair that wasn't squeaky. And then come back up nice and tall. Let's lean forward again, and let's go in the other direction. Round and round. This should feel very, very nice. You can even close your eyes when you do this. And then let's come back up nice and tall. Let's hug your right knee into your chest. I'm going to spin around so you can see this, just what it looks like. And then circle your right ankle. Now we're going to circle the ankles around, around. And let's circle in the other direction. And then I want you to take your hand underneath, your arms underneath that right leg, and kick that right leg forward. Keep your spine straight. You can lean back if you need to, but scoot all the way to the back of the chair, and then bring the knee back. so that you're supporting yourself underneath your thigh. Forward as if you're kicking something away and then bringing it back. Inhale, kick, exhale, back. Inhale, kick, exhale, back. Inhale, kick, exhale, back. Wrap your arms now around that shin, bring it in as close as you can. You can even place it on the chair if you want, if you're able to do that or not. And then forehead to your knee, round your spine here, stretching out your back. And then take your hands underneath, interlace them, reach your leg forward, lift it up and hold. Now point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex. Whew. And from here, take your right ankle on your left thigh. Now, option, this might not work for you. It's not so easy. Cross it over your left leg. Okay? You're going to push your right knee away or right ankle, second level, a little bit more challenging. Press your right knee down. Look down, make sure the left knee and ankle are in line. Now what you'll do here, left hand on the foot, right hand on the knee, you're going to inhale that knee up, exhale, press down. Keep that spine tall, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. So we're doing a lot of hip openers right now. Lean forward as if you're looking over a windowsill. I always feel like that's what I'm doing, so it's my way of explaining it. That right foot is flexed. Breathe in and out. And then lift back up. See if you could bring your leg with you. Now you might, if your leg is in front, you're going to just hold the leg like this, yeah, and swing. You can also put a strap on your foot and swing that way, or left hand on the foot, right hand on the knee, and little rocks from side to side. This is called rock your baby. Some of us, if you want to go even further, this is for people who are quite flexible. I know I always get giggles in my classes because it's like, how do you do this? But you can also put the foot and the knee in the crook of your elbows. But many of us aren't quite there yet, so it's probably a little bit more like what I'm doing now with the hand. But you're loosening up your hip joint. Now I want you to see if you can do some circles around. Do the best you can. Again, you can also just hold on to that leg and circle it that way. Yeah? And let's go in the other direction. One of the nice things about loosening our hips, one is it feels better. We feel much more mobile and we can move much easier. And then place your right foot down. Now, before you go any further, I'll finish what I'm saying in a second. I want you to notice, close your eyes, if your right leg feels almost like they are different legs, but they feel totally different. Do you notice a difference? Mm-hmm. I feel very different with my right leg. Okay, now we're going to do the left leg. So what I'm saying is that also the hips hold, if you holds a lot of your emotions. We hold our emotions on our hips. Let's hug that left knee into our chest. Okay, and then take the hands, cradle the behind the leg, and let's kick that leg forward, and let's bend. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bend. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bend. You can always use a strap as well if it's a little bit harder to do that, but you can actually use the strap. Yeah. Inhale, you can definitely do it. Put the strap on your foot if you want to. And then lift and hold, and let's keep the hold of the leg, and let's flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. So our emotions, it's hard to imagine that we would have emotions in our hips. Let's circle the ankle. I'm doing this a little bit out of order. This was actually the first thing to do. Round and round. And let's go in the other direction. And then hug your left knee into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knee. Round through the spine. And then from here, place your left foot on your right thigh with the ankle hanging on the ankle rather than the foot, or foot in front. And what you're doing is you're pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling. This is the second level with the ankle on top of the thigh. Not everybody can get their legs like this. Left hand on the left knee. Inhale your left knee up, pull it up, and then exhale, push away. Inhale up and push away. So those that are doing it on the ground are pushing and bringing back. Pushing and bringing back. So a few more times. I want you to work on these hip joints gently. Make sure that right foot is in line with the knee, so you have a stable foundation. And then one more time, press down, take an inhale, lean forward as if you're looking over that windowsill. Breathe in and breathe out. And inhale and exhale. And then from here, you can lift your legs up. You can rock the baby this way, or take your hands underneath the thigh, or use a strap. Or the other option, the very more advanced option, is to put the feet inside the crook of your elbow. So little rocks from side to side. I'll do this side with a little bit closer to my chest. But it can be like this, right? Now let's do some circles around. See if you can make circles with your foot. So you're circling, making just a little circle, nothing too big. And then let's go in the other direction. And then let's place that foot down, and let's just shake it out. And let's come up to standing. All these classes, I have to just fix this. All these classes can be done with sitting on the chair. You don't have to do anything off the chair at all. I'm just going to move this over to the side of the little props. We're going to do a sun salutation. Oh, no, yeah, we'll do a sun salutation. That's using a chair. Place your hands on the top of the chair, sit back. You can do this sitting on a chair. Just extend your feet forward, reach your arms forward. Just like what we're doing, but you're sitting. Take a breath in and breathe out. And then take an inhale, step your left foot forward, and then curl your back toes under your left knee is bent. So this is a lunge, okay? From here, I want you to just hold that lunge, press your heel towards the ground, keep your hands on the back of the chair, or there's always an option, one arm, both arms. Breathe in and breathe out, and then lower the hands down, press back into your downward dog. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, the next time, bring your right foot forward, curl your back toes under, right knee is bent. Make sure that knee doesn't go beyond the ankle. So I don't want your knee forward like that. I want it directly over the ankle or slightly behind. Take a breath in and hands on the chair. Feet are hip distance apart so they're not tight roping one another. One hand up maybe both arms up. Breathe in and breathe out. I do always bounce a little bit. You don't have to even bounce. You can just keep everything just still. And then take the hands back, press back into a downward dog. If you're doing this on the chair, you're just taking one foot behind and one foot forward for your lunge. So you alternate. And then let's bring the feet just a little bit closer, and then if you're sitting on the chair, just roll down. If you're standing, come all the way down. Forward bend. This is a forward fold, forward bend. You can take the opposite hand to the opposite elbow. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. And then release the hands from the elbow. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. You can do this again, sitting in a chair. Once you lift up, take your hands on your lower back. If you want support of the chair, use the chair. Otherwise, hands on your lower back. Squeeze your elbows together and then lean back. Push your hips forward and lift your chest up. On a chair, you're sitting on a chair, just take the hands on the corners of the chair and do the same thing. So lift up, breathe in, looking forward, inhaling and exhaling. This should feel nice on your spine and also make you feel a little bit more energized. Reach your arms up and then take your arms next to your sides. What we're going to do here, either sitting or standing, I'll just spin around, is you're going to reach your arms up and you're going to just float the arms down to your sides. Just start with this. Just inhale, lift. Exhale down. I know you're losing my arms. Inhale, lift. And then exhale down. This time, inhale, lift. And let's take the hands, float them down to your sides. Take your hands on your lower back and lean forward, bend the knees. So you can do this with holding onto a chair, lean forward just about halfway. Flatten out that back and then let's just lift up. And then let's bend, make sure the knees are bent, lean down. Your legs don't do anything, they stay in one position, just lift up. Working these tummy muscles. If you're sitting on a chair, you're just leaning forward and lifting up. Leaning forward and lifting up your legs, or just there to support you. Leaning forward and lifting up. Working thigh muscles, make sure the knees are bent. And then lift up. And just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, let's do a few little exercises to get our heart rate up. Let's do some walking. I like to do some walking just to get the muscles moving and to warm them up a little bit. So let's just do some simple stationary walking. Your hands can be supporting you on the chair. You can do this sitting. You can do this without support. And up and down, opposite hand to opposite elbow. We'll add on to this. So just slowly, as you're going for a walk, if you've missed your walk, here we go. And then lift up, and kind of come onto your toes, maybe, and that will give you a little bit of instability. You don't have to actually do that. That might be way too much. You can always put a hand on the chair. Now I want you to bring your right leg up and hold. You can support yourself with the chair, so you might want to move if you don't have the chair near you. Open that right leg out to the side. Keep your hips forward. So it won't be perfectly straight out to the side unless you're very flexible. And then bring your knee in. And then open. You can do this with support. Close, open, close, and then down. So you can stay right here. Let's do a little bit of a walk again. It's harder to walk slower than faster. It really is. So if you're thinking, boy, I'm walking very slow, lots of muscles are needed to keep you from falling because there's no momentum. Now left leg up, let's hold. Open the leg out to the side. Flex the foot. Inhaling back, exhaling open. Inhaling forward, exhaling open. Inhaling forward and then down. And then back of the chair, walk back and press back into your downward dogs. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's now slowly roll ourselves up, shake out our hands and feet, loosen them up, Now what we're going to do now is another balance. Let's just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Feels good to shake. Shake, 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 shake. This is another way of getting rid of stress. That's why dancing is good for you. This looks silly. Somehow dancing doesn't look silly, but we are dancing. Shake, shake, shake. Just loosen up those muscles. Shake out all the excess tension that you're carrying with you. Okay, now we're going to do another balance where it's called a starfish. You're going to take in the support of the chair, take your right leg out. Make sure the standing leg, there's a softness to it. There's a little bend. Okay, right arm out to the side. Flex the right foot so that it's pointing forward. Now, if you can do this, hold the arms out to the side, starfish. And then maybe pick that right leg up a little higher, possibly. Always know you can support yourself here. Open, 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 and then lower that leg down and just come into a little squat, shake it. And then let's spin around to the other side. So working the outer edge of your legs as well. Okay. Left leg out, starfish on the other side. Flex that foot, point the toes forward. Now, you can take just your left arm out, and that's as far as you're going. Make sure that right knee is soft. The other option is to open up both arms. Breathe in. Core strength is happening here. Maybe pick the leg up a little bit higher, maybe not. You might even decide you want to just touch the ground with that foot. I didn't tell you on the other side, but for future. And then lower down. So you should have felt something happening on this side of the hip. And let's walk our feet over to the right, and let's just stretch our left arm over to the right side. I mean the feet over to the left, left arm over to the right. And let's do this to the other side. Walk our feet over to the right, reach your right arm up and stretch to the left. Legs together. And then that's your standing part. Come on to your back onto the chair. Whenever you get there, there's no rushing. You can take it slow. You can, for YouTubers, you just put me on pause. I do all my classes live, so it's a little harder to put me on pause. Let's take a moment here. We've done a lot of work. What I want us to do now is just bring our legs over to the right on an angle and take your right hand to the outside of that left leg, left hand behind. This is a spinal twist. You can do this in your bed as well. You're just on your back with your legs. Just drop your legs to the right and look. See if you can look to your left shoulder, maybe. And then come back to center. Let's just do a hug of one knee and then a hug of the other. Some people might feel that they can lift both up. Feel free to do that. You always have some people in the classes that are a little bit, they can do certain things that maybe the average person can't. Let's bring the knees over to the left. Left hand on the right thigh, right hand behind your back. Let's take a breath in, lift up tall and twist. Ooh, feels good. It feels good to move. And then just one last time, hug, either double hug or do a single hug. And this is it. If you can do this, why not? And then lower the legs down. So for YouTubers, feel free to comment. Let me know of the things you need or want in these classes. I'll be very happy to design them. They're meant for you guys. They're not my class. They're not for me. They're for you. And hit subscribe, because every time I create a new class, it gets published. I do probably 2 to 3 a week. So you might want to get notified when a new one comes out. The subscribe button is on the left-hand side of the picture of the video. Let's take an inhale, reach your arms up, stretch, 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 stretch. Feeling a lot better. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. One more time, lift up, and this time let the hands come together above your head. Float the hands all the way down in front of your heart. So in yoga, we end with namaste. So we take a moment here, we check in with ourselves, see how we feel, any kind of shifts from how we felt when we first sat down. Usually it's always something different, maybe pretty significant. Soften the shoulders down. Thank you so much for being with me. It's been such a pleasure. Namaste, everyone. I will see you soon.